We are.
Yeah. So, kind of on the heels of the gentleman in the beginning, I put a lot in my vortex.
We beat up on that guy pretty good. Sure you want to go there?
Yeah, I do, because I think you've been underutilized, and I'm hoping we can do, share with me some of the vibration that I need to put out. I know I'm putting out a vibration that has snatched defeat from the jaws of victory for a long time.
The vibration, we're going to interrupt you just for a second. Hold your place because you're in a good one, but we really have to stick this in here. And that is the vibration that you're hoping to get from us here today is being offered to you certainly now. We'll give it everything we've got, so hang on tight. But it always is. It always is.
Right.
So the question isn't how much clarity and absolute and energy can we flow to you. It's how capable are we of assisting you in soothing the resistance that you got going on so that you have the breakthrough of the energy.
Absolutely.
That's always what can we do to soothe you, because if we can soothe you, you'll let go of your grip, and if you let go of your grip, your vibration will raise. It's like the cork that you're holding under the water. Continue, because you were really headed in a good direction before we headed you off.
Okay. The whole snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oh yeah, except for that.
Yeah. Well, that's the last I remember. So, and working from there, I've had some really good progress in...
What was that line, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat? Is that what you said?
Did I just say that? Yeah. It's working already. It's interesting. Yeah,
Esther says she shines in a crisis. And we say the reason that she shines in a crisis is because the crisis makes her focus.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what we were talking about there, is that when it really matters, you'll focus. And if you understand how to focus, then those higher stakes become really, 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 really fun.
And the stakes are pretty damn high right now.
Are they?
Folks.
Is the sun going to stop shining?
It's not about the sun.
Then you've got nothing.
It's a smaller word. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know. It certainly seems bigger than the sun right now.
Trust us, it isn't.
But I understand. I get that, and yet it's something I really want, and it's very important to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And you get to want what you want,
yeah.
And it gets to be important, and you get to have it.
And so
We're just trying to put it in sort of a priority.
And just make it happen.
Yeah. You don't make anything happen. You already made it happen because
contrast
caused you to put it in the vortex.
You're right. Say made it happen, but I'm trying to attract it to me.
Do you believe in the vibrational version?
That's interesting when you say, do you believe in it? I believe that when I stick my hand in water, I can feel the wetness of water.
Do you believe Do you believe that vibration is the basis of the universe? Have you had enough personal evidence of that?
Probably, but like I say, how I know the wetness of water, I don't know that I've been to that point to absolutely say unequivocally that vibration is the basis of the universe.
Have you ever...
Now, technically and scientifically, I can look at it... What? Yeah. So, yeah.
So you believe, so words don't teach, is that what you're telling us?
Pretty much.
That is life experience that teaches.
Correct.
And so
Correct.
As you have exposure to life, then the consistency of things like physics, in other words, water, blessed water, is nearly always wet.
Well, it feels wet in one form when it's in its liquid form. In its solid form, it has another feel, and in its vapor form, it has
but it's consistent it's consistent, and so you've come to trust it. You've come to trust.
Yes.
You've come to trust it. So this is what we're asking you to begin doing relative to. This is why we offer the laws of the universe as we know them to be in as easy to understand format as we can,
right.
so that as you hear it and get caught up in the vibrational momentum of what we know to be, that then as life reveals itself to you in accordance with those laws, then you have that knowing as well.
Right.
So when we say, do you believe in the vibrational version of something, it's really important that you come to believe in the vibrational version of it, because the vibrational version always exists before there is a manifested version of it. And if you can come to believe in the vibrational version of it and be satisfied with the emotional feeling, in other words, you're telling us that you know the reality of water by something that you're translating into a feeling on your skin. Mm-hmm. And we want you to know that you can test and know and prove to yourself the vibration, your mix of vibrations, the vibration of your vortex of reality in relationship to the vibration of what's going on with you in any moment, by the way it feels. And that in the same way that water translates into something that feels wet on your skin, alignment translates into your solar plexus into something that feels like love or ease or eagerness,
and
while doubt translates into something that feels very different from that. And
recently I've had a really good feeling, a vibrational feeling, just an emotional feeling. A couple of weeks ago on a drive down to San Diego with some friends, I was in such a centered, blissful state, just looking at, when you've made mention in some past things about the well-being of the planet is basically hinging on the point of source connection of every living thing, and what man, can do to fuck it up is overcome by all of that's alive in here. And man, I just got such a connection to that, looking out the window at the plants and the ocean and having this realization of all the life that is around. Wow, what is that about? That's my next question is, I start doing stuff like this and then I want to start crying.
Well, it's about...
And, he laughed, he cried, and then we put him away for a while,